Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Mark. We're out here in Loma Linda, California. Today we're going to cover 5 common mistakes beginners make when getting into mountain biking. Mistakes I see beginners make is, sitting too much. It's okay to sit down, get tired standing all the time, but in downhills or bumpy or technical sections, you don't want to be sitting too much. All right, so here we have it's relatively steep section. It's got a lot of braking bumps in it. The dirt's pretty loose. And this is an example of what you don't want to be doing. You don't want to be sitting down through sections like this. I mean, sure you can, and you'll still be able to ride the section clean, but it's going to cause a few issues. One, your wheels are going to lock up more. 2, you're really going to feel the bumps sitting down through it, even with nice suspension. And 3, you're going to have a lot less control over the bike. So yeah, in a section like this, you really want to be standing up when you go down it. That's just going to allow you to have better control. You're going to be able to use your legs and arms as suspension to suck up any bumps. And it's just going to be a lot smoother. And it's really the better technique that you want to be using in sections like this. So yeah, this is something very common I see with new riders. My dad does it all the time. It drives me crazy. I always try to tell him to stand more, but yeah, you don't want to be sitting down in steep, rough sections. And in general, you just don't want to be sitting down too much on downhills.
Okay, here I'm sitting, you can see the back tires locking up more, and I have visibly less control over the bike and ride it slower. Here I'm standing, the wheels aren't locking up as much, and I'm able to ride the section faster and cleaner with more control. So standing in little downhill sections is really what you want to be doing.
All right, something I see new riders do a lot is braking in the middle of the corner. You really don't want to do that. You want to get most of your braking, if not all your braking, done before you're going to enter the corner. I mean, it's the same thing like with driving a motorcycle. You want to let off, brake before the corner, and then let off while you're going around the corner. That's going to give you, I mean, if you come into a corner hot and right when you're in it, you slam your brakes on, your front wheel might slid and wash out. It's just going to kill all your momentum. So really start getting in the habit of getting your braking done early and before you're really going to rail the corner.
Okay, here I'm entering the corner with way too much speed. I don't start braking until the last minute. That's causing me to skid, and you can see that I lose all my momentum in the corner, and I'm not carrying any speed out of it. Okay, here now I'm braking early, which is allowing me to lay off the brakes as I'm entering the corner, and you can visually see I'm carrying much more speed out of it. Okay, here's another example. I'm braking right as I'm halfway through the corner, which is causing me to skid and lose all my momentum. Here, I'm braking early, and you can see I'm carrying much more speed out of the corner. Here's another common mistake, and that's being in the wrong gear as you're about to enter a climb, either too easy or too hard. Here as I'm entering the climb, I'm in too easy of gear, which is causing me to spin and bog down right as I'm trying to shift as I approach the climb. That is not the ideal technique. Here I have the opposite problem. I'm in too hard of a gear as I approach the climb, which is causing me to bog down even more and lose balance halfway through the climb. Now this is what the right gear looks like. As I'm approaching the climb, I'm in the right gear, which easily allows me to power up and over the short climb.
Yeah. Okay, another mistake new riders make often is looking too down at your front wheel and not looking ahead enough and scanning or reading the trail. When you're riding, you want to be looking a few bike lengths in front of you to see what's coming up and to give yourself time to react. And if you're looking right down at your front wheel, you're not going to be able to react to obstacles that you're coming up to. So just stay relaxed. I would say 3 to 4 bike lengths ahead of you. It kind of depends on how fast you're going.
Okay, here you don't want to be looking right down where the red arrow is pointing, because that's not going to give you time to react to what's coming up in front of you. Here you can see where the arrow is, where you want to look a few bike lengths ahead of you depending on how fast you're going, which will give you enough time to react to obstacles.
Something else I see riders do is just standing too upright and too stiff. You want to be kind of have your elbows bent and be in the attack position, not stiff like this and afraid and just, feeling all the bumps when you're riding. You want to be loose, have your knees kind of bent, have your elbows out a little bit, and be in the attack position. Most of your weight is going to be, or if not all your weight, is going to be on the, your legs and on the pedals, not over the front on the handlebars.
Here as I'm coming down the trail, you can see my body is really upright. My arms aren't completely locked, but they are too stiff and I have too much weight over the front end. Okay, here you can see my elbows are bent. My upper body is more centered, which is really the proper technique you want to use.
Now, you don't want to be death gripping your bars when you're riding down trails. You don't want to be afraid and just got the grip squeezed really tight. That's going to cause problems. It's going to cause a lot of arm pump. It's also just going to make you more likely to crash. You're going to be hitting bumps a lot worse. You're not going to be able to suck them up as good. So when you're riding, you want to have just a loose grip on the bars. I mean, not too loose, but you don't want it to be really tight, like you're afraid and just death gripping it.
Okay, just to clarify one thing, when I say loose or light grip, I don't mean overly loose. You want to be relaxed, but you still want to have a firm enough grip to stay in control.
All right, well, I hope this video helped you overcome some common beginner mountain biking mistakes. If it did, give it a like, comment, let me know what other videos you'd like to see so I know what kind of skill videos to make next, and subscribe for more weekly MTB how-to videos. Peace.